Hello guys, how are you doing today? I am Constance and thank you for joining me in the next episode of my English class. Viewers and subscribers, you are welcome and happy to have you. All you need to do is like, subscribe and share and hit the notification bell so whenever I post a video, you will be the first to have it. Alright? In this lesson, we're going to be talking about something very important. Understanding epithet. Understanding epithet, alright? So, what is an epithet? An epithet is a descriptive word or phrase used to characterize someone or something. Used to characterize someone or something. In years gone by, epithet used to be used by the well-learned, right? But as the years go by, it is used in a very negative or derogatory manner, right? A very negative or derogatory manner. But it is still a part of the devices, right? It is still a part of the literary devices. So how does one use an epithet? Here are some examples I have for you and some lesson structures I've placed out for you. Bush, the lion-hearted president. Bush, the lion-hearted president. The fact that is referred to as lion-hearted, that makes it an epithet, right? That makes it an epithet. So, Bush, the lion-hearted president. You could also say Bush, the lion-hearted. So that means he's brave, right? Epithets are usually some of the characteristics of epithet, that they are short and they're precise, they're to the point. All right, you don't go around the bush with them. So when the reader reads an epithet, they know exactly what the writer is trying to say. So this is the next example that you can use. Bush, the lion-hearted. Why would you call someone lion-hearted? They might be fierce, they might be bold, they don't stand for crap, all right? So that is one of the reasons, or some of the reasons why one will call someone a lion-hearted or call someone lion-hearted. Now look at these sentence structures and see if you could, or we can identify the epithet in them together. All right? Mr. James, always the means is female workers. Mr. James, always the means is female workers by addressing them with sexist epithets. With sexist epithets. So to demean or to put down or to call them names by using sexist epithets, he might call them sexy mama or sexy bitch or something of that effect. So he uses sexist epithets. Those are just some examples. That's not what he says, but some examples I'm just trying to throw it there. Alright, let's look at number 4. Her charitable works earned her the name Miss Goodwill Ambassador. So you see this type of characterization of a human being and how this could just stand on you probably forever, right? So her charitable works earned her the name Miss Goodwill Ambassador. A person who you could consider to be a Goodwill Ambassador is Mother Teresa. Alright, Mother Teresa was that couple years ago who came from Calcutta and then started traveling all over the world doing charitable deeds. Alright, so Goodwill, Miss Goodwill Ambassador. Let's look at number 5. Parishioners were offended by the leader's usage of racial epithet. Parishioners, those are people who go to a specific church. Parishioners were offended by the leader's usage of racial epithet. Now imagine you having a leader and he's addressing other persons with racial epithet. All right, so a racial epithet would be, example, the N word, right? Or you call a black person a nigger, or you call a Chinese person a chink, or a Caucasian a honky, or all of that. Those will be considered racial epithets. Number 6. So you can see the negative and the positive coming using these type of epithets. You see, the negative, you have goodwill, ambassador, and at the same time you have racial epithet. Number 6. The losing football team angrily began hurling epithet at the opponents. The losing football team angrily began hurling epithet at the opponents. All right, so if they're hungry, that means the epithets that they're using weren't pleasant, right? If they're hungry, the epithets that they're using weren't pleasant. Now look at number 7. The 60s, I like this one. The 60s generation has been referred to as baby boomers. The 60s generation has been referred to as baby boomers. I wonder what the epithet will be for this current generation. I wonder what the epithet will be for this current generation. I think there's a part in the Bible that Jesus refers to the last day as a generation of vipers. All right? Generation of vipers. So here you have a generation of what? Baby boomers. You have a generation of vipers. All right? You have a generation of, I think, of World War II or somewhere thereabout. You know, they're considered to be brave, right? In World War II and World War III, men left their wives and family to go and fight a war for a different country that doesn't even belong to them. All right? So the 60s generation has been referred to as baby boomers. I wonder what epithet will be for this current generation. So think of an epithet that you would consider. You could call them computer savvy. All right, a generation of computer savvy or savviness. All right, so take a good look at these epithets. Understand what epithets are. Use them in your writing and use them in your exam. A good way to understand or know about an epithet is to find this word, disparaging, right? Disparaging, and this is what this generation would use. Disparaging, using uncomplimentary words, right? Using uncomplimentary, addressing a person's uncomplimentary. All right, so they will call them probably fat ass, ugly face, big lip, something like that. All right, so disparaging is a word that you could look up, find the meaning, see how often disparaging words are put in the paper or on the TV or in television shows or in the news. All right, pay attention to these type of epithets that you see in the newspaper and in the newspaper and on the television, because that will help you to give you a broader understanding. All right, before I go, I would love to thank those persons who have subscribed. LNB, thanks a lot. God be vlog, Salva, Naomi, Kimberly, I think Jack. All right, I thank you guys for David and Jeffrey. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for always giving your love and support to this channel, and I hope you continue to do so. I would appreciate if this if you leave a message about this lesson and let me know how much you understand about epithet. Give some examples that you might be aware of. All right, guys, my name is Constance. I hope this class has been beneficial to you. All right, my name is Constance, and I look forward to you joining me in my next class. Until then, bye-bye. But before I go, check the description box, right? You will find quotes and you will find encouraging words there as well, and a breakdown of whatever lessons has been taught here. All right, guys, my name is Constance once again, and I look forward to you joining me in my next class. Until then, bye-bye.